I can't do it. How did they change the tone?
They changed one note in that chord.
No.
So
then it changes.
I think the middle note goes up a semitone. Okay, and then sorry, it's the second last note. So so I always like the bass. I kind of ignore that. So the chord comes after that, and then the chord is do do do.
I know, I can feel it, and yet why is it so hard?
No.
What note does it change?
Oh, maybe it's a
Oh, that's it. It's the first one.
Oh, it's the first one. Sorry. Yeah.
No.
I should just turn my keyboard on.
Yeah, it is the first note. It's the first
note of like da da da.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's where it changes. That's why I was messed up last time, because I changed every note last time. Oh, so it's just the beginning. Yes, because you can feel it.
My body has to go. I
seeps
can't
in.
sing unless my body goes up.
I agree with you. It's a physicality. It seeps in with it. And you rise with it, right?
Yeah.
It's a very empowering theme. What a good theme. Let's play our theme.
Sure.
Who goes there?
Oh, it's you. Come on in. Welcome to the Scumm Bar.
You ever watch Freaky Stories?
Yeah, it's the creep show guy, right?
It takes place like in a diner. There's like these bugs that tell stories.
Oh yeah. It's still the creep show guy, isn't it not? Is it not?
Who's the creep show guy?
The creep show guy's the weird like ghoul guy, the guy from Creep Show. He's like the what the Tales from the Crypt guy. Is it not the same guy?
That's Tales from the Crypt though.
It's not the same thing.
No.
The diner one doesn't.
No. Freaky Stories.
Freaky Stories. I thought it was like the same thing.
Tales from the Crypt. I think that's kind of like an Are You Afraid of the Dark, where it's always like live action. It's real people, right? Freaky Stories.
But there was a
cartoons.
cartoon one.
Oh.
There was a cartoon Tales from the Crypt where they said it happened to a friend of a friend of mine.
Yeah.
It happened to a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend.
But okay, no, Freaky Stories. There was like some blue beetle or blue.
Oh, you are right. That was a
something.
Separate show.
Yeah.
You're right. I forgot about that show. That was a good show.
I remember liking it as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of shows I liked as a kid.
Okay, here we go. Anth0z. Welcome to the Scumm Bar Podcast, where we talk movies, video games, pop culture, and everything in between.
Movies.
Anth0z. Hello.
Mattbrush.
Anth0z. Welcome to the podcast. This is our third week. How you feeling?
Time's going by really fast. Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah.
And yet, I feel like we just started.
We did. Well, we did. But
It's the start of something new. It's the start of something new. And you know when you say a line and you know it's a song, but at the same time you're like, it's not a song? And you can make that song.
You can make it a song.
We did it on the first podcast. There was a moment where you said,
oh,
you said,
what are you waiting for?
I
remember
then I said, what are you waiting for? And you laughed. And it's like this moment where you feel like it's a nostalgic thing that doesn't actually exist. It's hilarious.
Even though it wasn't really that...
What are you waiting for?
Well, yeah, it's nostalgic, yeah.
But like, that's nothing. That's not a thing.
No,
And
it is.
What is it?
I thought you were saying it because you did know it was...
For me, it wasn't, unless my brain knows something that I don't know.
I'm pretty sure... Yeah,
What are
Ellie
you
Goulding.
waiting for?
Ellie Goulding, pop singer. Love Me Like You Do. What are you waiting for?
Oh, love me like you do.
Yeah,
love me,
that's the
love
line.
me like... Wow, you're right.
You were right.
But I don't think my mind was there. I think my mind was somewhere like in a Folgers commercial, you know? Folgers in your cup.
I'm trying to sing that with the Ellie Goulding melody. It's not working in my
What are
head.
you waiting for?
Folgers in your cup.
All right, let's get into our pirate joke. How do you make a pirate angry?
You steal their peg leg.
No, that'd probably work. No, you take out the P.
Oh.
Irate.
I get it.
Yar. All right. What are you drinking? What should we drinking?
What should I drink?
What are we drinking?
What should I be drinking?
This one today is a... That's a good clink. That was our best clink.
I liked it. I think it's the glasses.
You look stylish with them on too. Yeah, they're quite nice. It's like Elton John today.
I almost spat my grog. It's the blue buck.
Yeah, this is the one that you said last time.
This is the one. Yeah.
So this is
Yeah. So now we're actually
Phillips.
Yeah.
Phillips.
Yeah.
Like a screwdriver.
Like Mr. No, is there Mr.
Phillips? No. But you know what? You want to hear a funny story? Tangent already. How long? Like there needs to be a drinking game based on tangents. Here's a funny story. When I was a little kid, I used to ask for refills.
Yeah.
When I was a little kid in restaurants, my grandparents or my uncle or
do.
whatever, and my parents. Yeah, but I didn't know what to call them.
Okay.
So I called them Phillips. Because it was when they would come by and fill it up.
Yeah.
So I don't know how I coined that term, but I was like 6 or something, and I would ask the waitresses if they had Phillips here. But do you guys have Phillips here? Funny story. I'm sure at some moment the waitresses thought I was talking about screwdrivers or maybe beer.
Yeah.
Who knows? But funny
don't carry
story from the
tools
past.
here, sonny.
Tales from the past.
Mm-hmm.
That's my tale of woe.
Tales from the pasta is what I heard.
The pasta. From the pasta. Yeah. Okay, so let's get into ye old news.
Alright. Also from Pirates of the Caribbean, isn't it?
No, that's shipping out to Boston, I believe, by the Dropkick Murphys.
No, that's... Oh, I see. Okay, part of that is definitely taken from Pirates of the Caribbean. I'll figure it out later.
Okay. Ye old news.
Yes.
How much time do you think we're going to spend singing on the podcast? It's just very interesting, you know?
I kind of wish we would spend more time.
I think you and I talked about this. It's just, again, a tangent. But I feel like
What isn't?
it would be nice to do a Christmas song together.
Ooh, yeah. Wait, did you say today?
No.
Okay.
Just in general.
Okay.
But I was one time watching Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin singing a song.
Oh, yeah.
And I sent it to you. It was Dean
Bottles.
Martin and Frank Sinatra singing. Yeah, I think I said, can we do this on the podcast?
Oh, yeah.
You probably watched the clip and you were like, while that's cool and interesting, how is that relevant to a podcast? And I went, I don't care. I want it on the podcast.
Do it.
So I just want to say, and I want to put that out there, I want to sing and I like singing with you. Can you be my singing partner?
So who's who? Am I Frank or am I Dean?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think we should put ourselves up to them. Let's just say I like the charisma and the chemistry that they have, and I feel like you and I have good chemistry. So,
News?
ye old news. Let's
Yeah.
actually get into the real news now. This one is going to require the Computron. Let's look over here at the look at the screen here.
The Computron.
No, for the audience at home, we are looking at photos of the recent photos that came out in the last few weeks or so of Captain Marvel.
Yes.
This actually came out like at the beginning of the month. But I saw honestly I listened to podcasts, they talked about the photos, and I hadn't actually taken the time to look at them. So I looked at the first one and went, ah! So then I was like, we have to look at this. So here we go.
Was that a happy butt?
Ah, that was a reactionary butt. We'll get
Okay.
into it. So here we go. This is Captain Marvel. Have you seen her?
Great.
Have you seen these photos yet?
No, I don't think I have actually.
So these are the new ones. Check this one out.
Ooh, that's Captain Marvel?
No.
She can
So,
transform into...
For the audience at home, the first one is Captain Marvel in her suit, her new suit, and this is most of the set photos have been in that green aqua suit. I don't really know much about that suit. I think that's it's more cosmic based. While this one is her actual Captain Marvel suit. That's how she
I
looks
see what
as the
you-
real
yeah.
hero. So this is the blue and the red and the gold star in the middle there. You guys can look this up. We're on right now. We're on Movie Phone.
Movie phone?
Moviephone.com.
F-O-N-E?
Phonetic.
This is why we are a duo.
Oh yes, you're right. Next one actually we're looking at right now is Samuel Jackson, and it's they've youngified him with that. They youngified him with technology they
It's
used.
called Photoshop. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I was gonna say they youngified him with the Tarkin effect. You know the General Tarkin or whatever.
Yeah.
Although this is an example of it, in my opinion, working quite well. We're looking at straight up Samuel Jackson from the 90s.
I actually thought this was an image taken back from like Unbreakable or something like
It
that.
looks
But I'm
like it,
wait,
doesn't
but
it? He's
that's
got
not...
the widow's peak that he used to have.
Yeah.
Unbreakable's the best example, actually. I was thinking Pulp Fiction, but it's almost a blend of the two.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I think Pulp Fiction is either early 90s or late 80s, but still. It's just like, it's really nice to see. One thing I really like is this photo here.
Wait, are those the Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, they look like him. So this is all of them in their cosmic suits. So she's wearing her turquoise suit for everybody at home. She's in a group. It looks kind of like the Guardians of the Galaxy or something. It's a like cosmic group.
That totally looks like the Ninja... Okay, from my angle, look, I can see like he's got these two swords. But
Oh my god, you're right.
That's Leonardo.
He's got the little, you're totally right about that.
Yeah, this guy looks a little bit like rough around the edges. That's Raphael. Anyway, sorry, go on.
Just interesting notes to point out is that Ronan the Destroyer is right there.
Oh, is he? Oh,
from Guardians, and he's got his staff. So keep in mind, this is in the past. This movie's in the 90s. So Ronan's still alive, obviously. Ronan the Crusader, I think was his name, or Destroyer.
The Accuser.
Accuser.
Yeah.
He just accuses people?
Just accuses.
You're bad. Why is that, Ronan? Because you're bad.
There's no reason you're just bad.
Wow. People should call you Ronan the Accuser.
Okay. Still bad. The other things to notice is this guy here.
Is that Deadpool?
It's hard to see his face. I don't know if there's another shot of his face.
Oh, I see.
You look at him, though. He's the guy who goes, who?
Yeah.
In Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
I'm Star-Lord, man.
Star-Lord, man.
And later on he fights him. I think he kills him. But yeah, so it looks like there's remnants
I
of
don't
that
think he
crew.
kills him. No, doesn't he? No.
Does Groot kill him? Somebody kills him.
Doesn't he?
I think he dies.
What? I thought he isn't.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I need to rewatch
I'm pretty
that.
sure he's in like the next movie. Doesn't he have a cameo or something like that?
Who is he in Guardians 2? I don't think he's in Guardians 2.
I don't know. He's a rock.
Who? He just comes back. Who?
Still?
You? You too? They just had to record like 4 lines. Oh, this is gonna be Captain Marvel's gonna be stock footage of you. Who? Oh man, that was funny.
Okay.
Okay, I need a shirt of that.
Anyways, yes, I recognize him.
Oh, it's so good. This chick.
Is that Ronan Accuser talking to that pink lady from Harry Potter?
It looks like, what's her name? Umbridge. Professor Umbridge.
It's Umbridge.
So we're looking at set photos, I guess, because it's Ronan the Accuser and Jude Law in a weird turquoise outfit, staring at a woman who's giving them direction who looks like Professor Umbridge.
It's definitely Professor Umbridge. I see why they're cowering in fear.
We don't like that kind of personality in our film sets.
Take out your pen.
Please?
Wow, that was really good. Holy cow.
Here's a cool set. Look at that. Looks like Top Gun.
Cool.
I'm honestly really excited about
Christopher
this Marvel movie. I mean, when I heard it was in the past, it was in the 90s.
Yeah.
Checking myself before I wrecked myself. But when I heard it in the past, I was like, really? I want to know more about the universe, not less. I don't know why I thought putting in the past was less information. History tells us everything. You have to look back to look ahead.
Yeah, of course.
Man, and suddenly I'm looking at these stills like, there's so much going on right here. Samuel Jackson is young. We got Agent Coulson is reportedly in the movie. Maria Hill or whatever. I believe she's going to be in the film.
Wait, what?
Maria Hill, that was the chick from How Much Money?
Yeah, Colby Smulders.
Yeah.
But shouldn't...
She
I guess she
Shield.
would have been... Okay,
Or Shield.
sure, she'd be really
At the time, I guess.
young.
We might, and for all we know, we're going to see like the chick that Captain America likes from Civil War. She was part of
Agent
Shield.
Peggy Carter.
That's the one. She has like a spin-off show. She could be in it.
She did have a spin-off show.
Right, but she could be in this. She's
Yeah,
alive,
yeah.
Right?
Oh, that'd be cool.
And then you've got this new Captain Marvel chick, but then apparently she's cosmic, right? She's part of some kind of galactic crew, and now it ties into Guardians.
Oh,
so what the
I see.
hell? This is like, what's funny is it's a small-scale movie about a hero, and at the same time, it's an epic Civil War blending movie about everything to expand the universe more. So I'm really excited about this. I think there's so much to it. Yeah. Above all, I'm just excited to see something new. So I don't know who this chick is. Maybe she's from the comics or something. That's her partner. I did hear the Jude Law character, just going up a little bit here. This Jude Law guy he's important from the comics in some
that's
way,
Dumbledore.
You're right. Umbridge and Dumbledore. That's how they met.
I told you.
That is how they met.
Ronan the Accuser is actually Voldemort's bodyguard.
Oh, dude. I think you're onto something. Well, the Skrulls look like they're right out of Star Trek. Yeah.
Yeah. They're
It's like the Klingon
they're
racing come out through the ocean there.
They kind of look...
The ocean
there, right?
Ocean there.
They kind of look like zombie Vulcans.
They look weird. Let's just admit they look weird.
But I mean,
But
like...
I like it because it's clearly not. Well, I don't know. Maybe there is CGI, but it does look like it's prosthetics or makeup, and it's nice to see that there's still that kind of stuff on set.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I want to see a product that looks like a movie, and I'm sure this is like set photos, so this could just be how it looks on set while they're filming.
I
But
wonder if one of those is the Super Skrull.
what's a Super Skrull?
Super Skrull was like...
Is that like the Super Saiyan video we watched? The SMAR or whatever?
ASMR.
ASMR.
Dragon Ball.
ASMR. Yeah.
With the best ASMR ever.
Yeah.
This is me, ascended past the Saiyan.
What is he doing right now? Is he showing us a level that is beyond his connection? Oh, I'm sure I can. Okay. Sorry. I think I cut you off.
That's good.
This is her in a ball cap.
Great.
I love it. That's what we're looking at.
Black.
Although this does remind me of like a Captain America fugitive kind of thing where he put on that ball cap. Remember when he was like, I'm a thug now.
Yep.
Put on a cap. And then who's his bodyguard? His other guy, his buddy.
Oh, Falcon?
Not bodyguard, but yeah, Falcon.
Yeah.
Falcon's like, oh, Cap, we going rogue now? And he's like, yeah, we're going rogue. So, I'll get my cap. Finds a ball cap, puts it on. Okay, now we're rogue. Now we rogue. Oh, it's funny. Oh, yeah. So there's Judy Law.
Judy.
Big old Judy.
Judy.
This kind of looks like Iron Fist, what she's wearing. It almost looks like she's going to go martial arts and fighting.
Oh, have you seen that show yet? Iron Fist?
Not season 2, no. I actually didn't even know it dropped. It's like a shadow dropped, you know? It just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Suddenly they were like, oh, we're out.
Yeah.
I think they were doing that on purpose because it was like the first one, they were like, we're out.
Yeah.
And then everyone was like, this is interesting, but pretty bad.
Yeah.
I don't like it. And then they were like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have shouted.
Yeah.
You know? It was like they shouted while everyone was doing a test.
Right.
And then everyone looked up and was like, I'm doing a test right now. And they were like, oh, sorry. And then they just had free money, and it was in the auditorium later at lunch, and they just threw the money from the sky, and they didn't tell anybody about it. So now everyone's like trying to eat like their food, and like suddenly bills are like, and the bills are flying salad. There's a $100 bill in my salad. What is this? And you look up, there's a guy like giving you like a little wave, and you're like, oh, thank you, good sir. I had no idea. So
that's my salad though, because it's dirty. But
that's my analogy of the Iron Fist shadow drop.
Cool.
Those are the set photos of Captain Marvel.
Ooh, wait, what was that one?
This one here is it's a photo of Thanos.
Is that Thanos?
Oh, like, that is Thanos.
Young Thanos?
I think this is art though. This is
like,
just art. Somebody
oh,
put
okay,
up.
because it looks like Goro.
For anybody else, this is Boss Logic on Twitter. Putting it says the King's Letter, Avengers 4, Russo brothers. I don't know how to say it. And it looks like I believe people are saying that she could be the ending to Thanos. That's what this is kind of describing here. Most people are saying that she's the missing link between the end of between Infinity War, like how she's the missing link to how they're going to destroy Thanos. I don't believe she is necessarily the person that will kill Thanos or anything like that. I don't even know if Thanos will die, to be honest. I'd prefer it if he didn't, but I think she's the only hero that could actually withstand like a real fight with Thanos. I think she's the only one that she has cosmic abilities. So because of that, she's like Superman. You know, it's okay, you're all powerful, whatever. Yeah. You know, but because you watch Captain America fight Thanos, he just clocks him, boom, and he goes right down. He could struggle with the thing for a little while, and we can have this emotional scene. But as soon as the punch actually hits the face, he's just dunk. Yeah. But if she fights him, I believe he could probably hit her, and like she's not gonna bleed. I think she's actually that powerful.
I think she must be. Like they're playing it up to her like quite a bit, right? But the thing is, I don't know how much of their actual origin story or you know, like the comics where
they're kind of going on their own, aren't they?
Yeah,
she's had like 3 entirely separate origin stories. I think there was like one in the early days, one in the 90s, and then one recently. They're all very different, I believe. Right. And and I believe the movie's kind of blending all 3 of them to make their own, which I think is.
Well, then the movie's already like from the beginning they've already been going like their own way.
Yeah, like all the movies.
Right, like since like the first Iron Man movie, right? Everything's kind of just their own universe. They'll like whatever they feel is gonna fit.
I think you're right.
Like, it'll be fun to watch.
I'm glad about that though. I think it's best. You take the best moments from all the storylines, especially also the IP rights to what you have, and you just say, let's make the best all around story that fits both the timeline to where we're at right now and also the timeline to what we're missing from MCU. They always ask that question. I really like that. They say, what's a type of movie we haven't made yet? How can we somehow make this character this type of movie? Thor is a good example. Thor Ragnarok. When Ant-Man first came out, that was a really good example because it was like a heist movie. I think they were like, what's unique? What's different about this? Black Panther was a new age sort of film. It was a different sort of world that we were seeing. Although I argue that you saw that in Thor as well. So I don't know. The first Thor and the first Black Panther, I think, are fairly similar. Yeah. They have their differences, clearly. But regardless, fits in the timeline as well as fits their agenda for movies that they have not made yet. Captain Marvel seems very unique. I'm excited about it. I gotta be honest, I wasn't on board. I really wasn't. I knew Brie Larson was casting. I like her as an actress. She was good in the room. Yeah. But regardless, Captain Marvel I think is a good suit for her. Yeah. I don't know anything about the character, but when I saw her taking on the role and I saw some of the set photos from way back when, like last year, I thought this looks interesting and I'm on board. So far Marvel hasn't made a bad movie, so of course I'm on board right from the get-go. Yeah. But as they brought out the Skrulls, as they brought out the timeline thing, I've been less and less on board. And I shouldn't be skeptical. I should not be skeptical because Marvel has not given me reason to be skeptical yet. But they've given me slight hints, and I'm concerned. And I feel like it's easy for them to make a bad film, and yet they have not done it. So
because
props to them.
Like, why make a bad film? You might as well just make a good one. Right?
It's easy for them to unintentionally make a bad film, and I was worried the Captain Marvel film was going that way. Now that I saw the set photos, I'm on board. I'm jumping on the train. Cool. Captain Marvel all the way. Choo choo, no brakes.
Is that her slogan?
That's her slogan. Choo choo, no brakes. Chew through the brakes. Choo choo.
Choo.
I choose you.
Thanos.
Yep. I don't know why this is on the current event news, but I just want to talk about horseshoe crab blood for a second.
I like
Will
it.
you indulge me?
I probably have to.
I'm not paying you money. You're also not tied to this chair.
Okay, well, yeah, since you put it that way.
Yeah. Okay, so horseshoe crab blood. Sorry, I saw a video. I'm losing it right now. I saw a video of these horseshoe crabs being drained. Their blood was being drained and put into vats because it's like such a vital resource to the medical field. And I'm gonna read this right from the description I saw on the internet. It's unique in more ways than one. The blue color and its ability to identify bacterial contamination in small quantities.
Okay.
I
More than
know.
ways than one. But
Yeah,
that's-
more ways than one, and then there's one. Horseshoe crab blood is also used in FDA testing. I feel like they didn't finish the sentence.
Yeah.
They just said that. Also, have you seen a horseshoe crab?
I'm not sure. Wait, am I picturing the right thing?
I don't know, because when I saw a horseshoe crab, I was like, what? Because I was thinking a Dungeness crab, which is what we know.
Aren't horseshoe crabs like they kind of look like really small, like shrunken, shriveled lobsters or something? Like they're not like an Alaskan crab.
Let me grab
shape.
you one. I'm gonna grab a photo for you right now.
Horseshoe crab.
That's what a horseshoe crab looks like.
Oh, like Kabuto.
Yeah, like the Pokemon Kabuto, and their blood is blue. And this is the vats I'm talking about right there.
Oh,
It's really weird.
they look like they're getting.
They're getting drained. They're literally getting drained for this.
That's so sad.
I guess so. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're dead. I really don't know the story here. I don't know. I can't take a stance because I don't know. But these crabs look weird, and their blood is... There's no dye involved. That is their blood. It is very blue.
Yeah.
So interesting. Take it as you will, but that's news.
Well,
That's news, everyone.
Well,
It's making the rounds on Facebook right now and Twitter. So if you see the horseshoe crab blood thing, it's going around.
Kabuto blood.
No.
Okay.
Totally unrelated. Oh! I was gonna do SpongeBob there, and then I don't know if we have the copyright, so can't do it. The person
But we can say his name. That's okay.
we're gonna do small topic.
Okay.
We can say SpongeBob, but we can't say the theme. Are you ready, kids? That's actually kind of piratey as well.
So we should
Maybe we should adopt the theme
Yeah.
we should incorporate it into our own.
Yeah.
Oh, we live in the pineapple under the sea.
Wait, do we have to Scumm Bar Podcast? Is that what we say now?
I always wanted to put in Bob the Builder. He lives in a pineapple
Oh,
under
yeah.
the sea. Can he build it?
Oh yeah. That totally
Yes,
works.
he can.
Yeah, I like it.
Bob the Builder.
Wow. Do you think it was the same writer who wrote the songs?
I don't know.
Must be. Or
Maybe.
they were brothers.
Whoever wrote
brothers.
the Batman theme song is the worst in the world.
What?
None, Batman. You don't know anything about Batman if that's the theme
That's
you wrote.
so great.
No, it's not. You know what's much better? Spider-Man.
I was just gonna compare to
Yeah,
Spider-Man too.
it's so much better.
It's all about what he is.
Spider-Man does whatever Spider can. That's already infinitely better than
But he doesn't do
Batman.
whatever a Spider.
The guy
can.
who wrote the Batman theme song clearly was like, "Oh, I'm a music composer," and then someone was like, "Hey, can you compose the music to my cool new thing? It's this guy. He's a bat, but he's a man." And he went, "Oh, his name's Batman? Yeah, enough said. I'll get back to you."
So wait, this is a side note. This is
That's literally all it is.
this is a side note. I've been learning Japanese through this app called this was on Duolingo.
With your katakana?
It's actually a mixture of hiragana and katakana.
Katakana.
Bit of everything.
Katakana.
So, in one of the lessons, it was one of the earlier lessons. It just goes over numbers and some colors and stuff.
Yep.
And so, one way of saying 7
Mhm.
is nana. And so, after you've done your question and trying to answer it, you can see all the comments. You can see the discussion of what people have said afterwards.
Yeah.
And so, because 7 is also nana, somebody actually commented 7777 Batman.
Oh my god, I love it. Oh, that's so good.
Like, I love those kind of jokes where it's like,
Makes you think.
well, yeah, sure, it makes you think, but it's like you had to know something and you had to like do some translation in your head to make it work. I don't know what that was, but yeah, that was it's kind of witty. Is that what you would call wit? Maybe not, but I liked it. 7777 Batman.
Yes.
Cool.
I would call that a good joke.
Thank you. On behalf of that person who commented, thank you.
Small topic. Are you handling small talker? Is small
I'm
talker?
sometimes a small talker.
I can do small talker. Can you do small talker?
I could, yeah. How's the weather?
I think that's what my brain was trying to say. Are you doing small topic?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Do it.
All right.
Do it now.
Okay.
Do it live.
It's coming. Okay, so.
Nothing's happening.
Okay, so been recently watching. Well, actually, anytime I'm at home, I have friends running in the background, just whatever I'm doing, like washing dishes or just like something. So I run
the
through
show. The show friends.
Sorry, yeah, I just have a bunch of friends, and they're just
Jimmy, I gotta wash the dishes. Can you just run around for a little bit?
Thanks, Jimmy.
Thank you. I'm done now, Jimmy.
Okay, so the TV show Friends, I'll just have it running on Netflix, and then so the other day, I finally got to the series finale, which still gets me every time I watch it.
I know Chandler dies.
So about Chandler, this is specifically about Chandler
Okay.
because
Sorry, that wasn't a spoiler, by the way. That's a fake spoiler. God, that's a spoiler. He doesn't die.
So, anyways, Chandler is my favorite character out of all 6. So, anyways, so I was thinking about just why I liked him and where his character went from the beginning to the end. And then I thought, recently I've seen a lot of shows where, or maybe I've just discussed with other people, just the concept of character arcs. Oh, I'm sorry.
Did you just kick me?
I did.
We're done.
You weren't looking at me. You weren't even.
We're done. This is over.
You didn't pay attention. You weren't paying attention.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So, thanks.
I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, so, so Chandler, I found that he. Okay, actually, maybe I should just pose this to you. But who do you think, of all those Friends characters, of the 6 principal ones, who had the best story arc?
Story arc.
Character
Oh, that's
arc.
interesting you say
Character
that.
arc.
That's interesting you say that. I actually do think Chandler. And that's not just because you're talking about him. I've honestly had this exact conversation with my girlfriend.
Okay.
We've looked into Friends quite a bit. I like the show. It's not my favorite show, but it is a show that I could easily watch. I could put it on.
Yeah.
Getting into Friends and the arcs in Friends, I always thought Chandler and Monica together had a very good arc.
Oh, yeah.
But when you look at Monica's, it's a little more complicated. That doesn't mean it's not realistic. It's just that it's complicated. While Chandler's is so easy to see. You see his arc as a character and growing. He goes from such an insecure person to an actual man. Just like you see Simba grow up in Lion King, you do see Chandler grow up in Friends. Because he starts as a person that doesn't know himself or what he wants in life, to leaving his job. And wanting to commit, wanting to get married, wanting to have a kid, and worrying more about the things he can't provide for his wife and for his future kids. And in my opinion, that was him becoming a man. I think he owned up to his own responsibility in that sense. And take that as you will to how you see that, but that's how I see it. And I think that's the easy arc you see him go through. Right. And and what makes it so nice is he doesn't lose his humor, and he doesn't lose the best qualities. Definitely. He loses the worst qualities, which makes a good arc, right? Ross becomes exponentially more boring as the show goes on, but he's still a great character because he is a character that personally I can relate to Ross actually quite a bit.
Well, it's just the way that he fits into the dynamic regardless, right? Like he fills that gap. He's that kind of like quirky. He's not quite the perfectionist, but he's kind of still that know-it-all type person.
He's going on a hero's arc too throughout the show. You could see clearly in the first season, especially, that he was supposed to be a main character, and Rachel, and that is true. But the show became more about the friends and less about a main character. Yeah, it was more about let's make everyone equal. Yeah. But you can see in the first season and a bit of the second season as well that Rachel and Ross, that was the story. That was definitely going to be the pivotal story, and that was the hero's journey. It was going to be Ross, the nerd who wanted the hot girl from school, and it was going to be he can't get her. They try, it doesn't work, and at the end it does work, and it was magical. It was going to be as simple as it could be. Yeah, and that's not how the show went. And in the end, because of the confusing mixture that it became, because of that, I think Chandler ended up having, funny enough, the biggest arc. So even though I know you were talking about Chandler earlier, that's my answer. I think Chandler has a great arc on that show.
Cool. I guess I have nothing else to add. But I mean, either way, I think you're right. Whether you label it as becoming or going from boy to man, or just maturing as a whole, he definitely went through so much growth and just learning about, not necessarily just learning about how he can be a better version of himself for himself, but like you said, being able to raise his kids in the future and being able to provide for even Monica, be a good husband. He was thinking about all these things in terms of how it benefits other people.
With Janet, the clear relationship with Janice is such a statement on his insecurities, and it's a woman who drags him down based on his own insecurities. It's not her fault. It's just her personality and his personality put together, and the fact that he likes. That attraction he has to her in those first couple seasons. He comes back together with Janice, and he's mad at himself wanting to be with her. Yeah, and it's for all the wrong reasons, and that's what makes it funny. Because in a sad way, it's relatable. And when he says, "I guess I'm going to Yemen,"
Yeah.
you know, like so many good moments where you're just like,
Can I stay
"I'm
with
going
you
to
when
Yemen."
When we
So
get to
many-
Yemen, can I live with you?
Yeah. But so many moments that you laugh and it's sad, but it's so relatably funny. You go from the Janice relationship, which is abusive emotionally on both of them, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
They're both not gaining from it, and you can even see that Janice wants to be with another man in the end because she's not getting what she wants out of Chandler.
Mm-hmm.
They're both just not meant to be in that relationship.
Yeah.
When Chandler leaves that relationship, and Monica and him get together on a whim, it seems like out of nowhere, like it was natural, like it was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
That's like, it's also such a good statement on like finding your partner, finding your mate in the end. It was like the person that it didn't feel like it wasn't physical or carnal, even though they think it is at first.
Yeah.
They think it is like they're hooking up just to hook up.
Yeah.
And that's all they think it is until they realize that all they want to do is spend time together.
Yeah.
And that's the magic of it. It's I love that. It's such a good story.
Yeah.
It's great.
I also like how you said, like he's maturing, and he's keeping all of his best qualities and losing maybe
He's shedding the layers of the terrible qualities.
Yeah.
Of it.
And I was thinking how that he's got this relationship with Monica, but he's also got this long-standing relationship with Joey.
Of course, that's another relationship of his
Yeah,
on there.
and it's really what shows like it gives Chandler the opportunity to show how much depth he can have like as a character, right? And so I was thinking about how in that last episode they kind of have closure, like as if they're about to like end this relationship between the two of them because he's moving on to have his life with Monica, and they have to bust open the foosball table because the baby chick and baby duck that Joey got for them as a gift got stuck in there. And like neither of them could do it because that was like a symbol of their friendship, right? So Monica comes in, kind of destroys that symbol, like destroys their relationship.
Yes. Oh, that's so funny. I never thought about that. I'm sure the writers were totally up on that. Like Monica's the one breaking that symbol.
Yeah, I think it's kind of, there's
so
like
funny.
dual symbolism. Right?
I never caught on.
But at the same time, like Chandler already kind of showed, I think maybe in the few episodes before that, like how much he was so concerned about other people, and one pivotal person in his life was Joey. That when they picked out their house, he was talking about having this little room where Joey could live
for
in,
Joey.
right?
Yes, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
So like that's still him keeping some of his best qualities,
You
and I
even-
find like Joey is one of Chandler's best qualities, like the way that they interact together.
Yes.
And like what comes out of them like feeding off each other and learning from each other and all that kind of stuff.
You're right. Their dynamic does not change, hey? Like they can go through ups and downs, but at the end of the day, they are still friends.
Yeah.
They never have an argument to the point where they know it's going to end.
Yeah.
And I think that's such a strong thing to show people as well, too. And same with Ross and Chandler. They have a friendship as well that is just based on very different values.
Yeah,
but their friendship is hilarious. Remember, like the whole like keep it down kind of symbol that Ross does. And but Chandler and Ross go all the way back to high school, right?
Yeah.
And they've got their weird memories that they have as well. And it's there's so many relatable things about that show that are so great. But one thing that you said at the end that really it made me think about this is that Chandler shows his affection for people that he doesn't, just other people, I guess. Yeah. And a really good example I think is in that last season. I don't remember the season very well, but I do remember that. So he was really insecure. He's really thinking selfishly. He's thinking just about the things that he can't give to other people, and he's worried about and concerned, and it's just hurting him. Yeah. And when he's with Monica, he's a better person. He's empowered for it. And he sheds off those layers of that insecurity. And the best moment I think is actually when they can't have kids. When they can't have kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
That should be the moment where that's literally his biggest fear is not being able to provide for Monica. Mm-hmm. And as soon as tragedy hits him in the face. I don't remember the exact episodes, but instead of Chandler just crawling up into a ball and crying like you would expect from a character of his standing, no, he like bucks up and he finds what's the next option? What can we do now? And I believe it's adoption, right? Yeah. So they go to adoption and they find a surrogate mother. Yeah. And
played by Anth0z.
Yes, Anth0z in one of her earlier roles.
Yeah.
And I believe doesn't she also have a bad life or something, or maybe not the best quality of life? And Chandler wants to improve her life.
Well, I feel like you were kind of leading to a point that I was really getting excited about because it really it kind of enforced the point more that about like his growth and being able to provide for others. So when they were applying to like for the surrogate, they lied on the transcript, or they didn't lie, but they were the transcripts were confused. They were mixed up. Mm-hmm. So it turned out that that Monica was a reverend, or she was listed as a reverend, and then Chandler was a doctor, or the other way around.
Okay.
One of them was a reverend, one was a doctor.
Right.
And so when they first met Anna Faris's character, she was so impressed by them that automatically they were like, yes, I'm going to do this. But then,
he told the truth.
and Chandler was the one that was like, we can't do this. And,
You're right.
And so then when she found out, she was like, okay, well, no, you lied to me. I'm not going to be your surrogate anymore.
Right.
And like, I like how you were saying, when he's with Monica, he's empowered.
Of course.
Yet, it was in the moment of Monica not being next to him.
Well,
he was talking to Anna Faris. I wish I remember her name. Shoot, the character's name, because they named their daughter after her.
Oh.
But anyway, so he talked to her alone, and he was the one that convinced her that regardless of what they had just gone through, that Monica will be like the best mother, and because of her being like the best mother, he will also be like the best father. Right? And so, like, it's just that whole... It's just like you said.
This is funny. This is making me think of so much. But, you're right about that, too. And when I was saying that she empowers him, there's two sides to that. So she empowers him not just when they're together, but she just empowers him in general. I think most relationships can agree to that. When you're in a good relationship, at least, you feel it. You feel it at all times of the day, regardless if you're with your partner at that moment or not. You know the partner empowers you as a person. Mm-hmm. You are better because of them. That's at least how a relationship should be. Remember that moment when Chandler's hanging out with Joey, and Phoebe comes in and she's like, "Oh, Chandler, Monica want to talk to you." She said something about crummies on the table. He's like, "No, not the crummies." Yeah. He was running back to the. It's funny because there is this dynamic of Monica being the mother and Chandler being the son, and not the husband. He's more the son, right? He's like freaking out, like trying to
extra careful.
Yeah, trying to please her. And it's just a joke. It's just a small joke that's funny and relatable. But at the same time, at the end of the day, I do think you're right. It shows the arc at the end by him being able to make that empowering choice on his own. Mm-hmm. Quitting his job, I think he also did on his own. Did he not? I don't think he told Monica. I think he was scared to tell Monica. Or again, am I making up the story?
Why can't I picture that? So when he quit his job, I can't remember exactly.
I think Monica was pissed because I think he like says it and she didn't know he was gonna do it. He just quit his job and it was like, I'm just gonna do something else, right? Or maybe she was actually nice about it. She might have actually been like, good for you. But they didn't have an option or a solution or anything.
Yeah, nothing came up at the time, and then he started going into marketing.
But so he does start thinking for himself, definitely. But that's a really good point you brought up. That he made that decision on his own. That fully shows his arc. Yeah, that's good. Cool. That being said, I didn't really like the finale.
Oh no,
I remember I watched it live. I was like in grade 7 or 8.
Live, like you went to the studio.
Yeah, live from New York. Actually, where was it filmed? LA, probably.
Warner Brothers, so probably yeah. Studio 24, I believe.
Anyway, sorry. I remember watching it though when it was on air, live on air. Can I say that? No, I guess that's not even true either.
When you were watching like the debut broadcast?
Yes.
I don't know, whatever.
What do you even say anymore? There's a word for that. I just don't remember.
It was the premiere?
It was out. It was on.
It was available.
It was on.
It was watchable.
I watched it when it was on TV.
Yep. The boob tube.
That was when you didn't have a choice on what you wanted to watch. You just watched what the TV told you to watch.
Because you didn't have a remote?
Well, yeah. I mean, you could flip through channels, but the TV was dictating you.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I got it.
So anyways, I remember watching it with my brother, and I think my parents were kind of negative at the time. I think they stopped watching Friends around like some of the later seasons.
Okay.
I think they got less interested in the show.
It went a bit different.
People weren't as interested. I do remember 9/11 having an effect on the show. Like, I remember, because it was right in the middle of it. I remember Joey wears a shirt for, like, firefighters for 9/11 during, like, the filming, because they had to, like, delay for, I think, 2 or 3 weeks before they could... It's, like, season 4 or 5 that they go through 9/11.
You mean the scene actually has him wearing the shirt?
He wears, like, a firefighter shirt in one of the scenes, yeah.
Oh, wow,
It's a very small shout-out, but he wears a firefighter shirt in, like, remembrance for the firefighters and all that. Yeah. And, I think they had to cut out the Twin Towers from the older episodes.
From the theme.
Oh, it was in the theme?
I think...
But there was like cutaway shots and like
it's cutaway shots. But I think the theme also kind of does like some sort of quick landscape at some point. I can't remember now, but
I know when that. I'm not saying that's the moment that made their viewership drop or anything like that, and their viewership didn't necessarily drop. I just know that Friends, in my household at least, was viewed as this doesn't matter. There's bigger things to worry about.
I see. Okay.
And I'm pretty sure my mom watched the finale with us, but I remember her just not caring at the moment. She was like, "Oh, aren't they like this now? Aren't they like that now?" Like,
yeah, well,
like,
if you missed like a whole bunch of stuff,
exactly. They just kind of forgot. And my brother and I watched it though, and the ending scene with the keys and all that.
Yeah.
I just remember wanting more. I don't know what it was, and maybe a different outcome. Like, I don't know. I was a kid, right? But I don't exactly know what I wanted. But I just wanted a bigger wrap up, and it just seemed like it was like everything you've been watching is what it was. And that's all it'll ever be. I think I was expecting the big finale, like the Star Wars ending or something, right? And
it's like they go to Central Perk, and then every character that's ever shown up also ends up being there.
That's the Seinfeld ending.
For the last time, yeah.
That is the Seinfeld ending.
But I thought the Seinfeld ending was they go to jail. Oh yeah, but
They go to court,
in
and every
yeah,
single
yeah,
person
I see
comes
what you
in.
mean.
Well, not every, but most.
Yeah.
Of the, yeah. And that did not work for Seinfeld either. In fact, I think that's
Right.
regarded as one of the worst finales ever to a show. But
Yeah.
I don't actually mind that finale. But
Yeah.
the Friends one, it's not bad. It's just I remember having I wanted more.
Right. I understand what you mean. I think I probably felt like I wanted more, but more so because I just didn't want it to end. Like I just wanted
That
to
might
keep
that actually might have
going.
been it. It was one of the first major series that I remember ending as a kid. So,
Yeah.
The OC was the other one.
Okay.
Cool. So I was really into season 1 of the OC at that time too. Well, grade 7 I was in the OC.
Yeah.
Orange County.
What's the
Don't like it.
What's the genre called? Like drama, teen angst?
It's like teen
shows?
angsty stuff,
Yeah.
yeah, which makes sense. I guess I was teens at the time. It's like kids in like high school and all the drama they get into. They all get their cars and drive
Yeah.
around, and there's the jock, and there's the main guy, then there's the main guy's nerdy brother, and there's like the party chicks and all that stuff. I don't know why I was really into that show. I remember my brother and I singing the song though. It was California, here we come.
Oh, that's the
right back where we started from.
Yeah.
California. And they like did this like Tina, Tina, Tina. And I really liked the theme. It was really good. And it got you so excited. You know that old school like throw on the title of the person's name and show the actor playing
Oh
them?
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But all in all, Chandler, biggest arc. Locking that in, that's my final answer.
Cool. You have won a Friends of dollars.
How much is that?
It's priceless. Friends? I don't know.
Got nothing.
Friends.
I got nothing.
Just
I'm gonna
friends.
quote Owl City. With friends like these, who needs an enemies?
Firefly band, right?
Yeah.
Owl City. Yeah. Okay.
It's a different song though, I believe. And actually, I think the quote actually is with prongs like these, who needs an enemies?
Oh, see.
Yeah. Game Spinner. We
Yes.
missed it last week. Moving on ahead. Let's
Ooh,
do a game.
I'm excited.
Oh, we don't have a. Yarr.
Should we ask Google to roll the dice again?
Ask Google to roll
That size?
Ah.
What accent is that?
It was
that was a mixture of
was like
everything.
Every accent possible.
That way you can't be at all offending anyone.
Yeah.
Because you just do them
Because
all
you're
at
offending
once.
everybody at the same time, and they just feel balanced.
If you
I'm like, all right, well,
it's the opposite of any form of racist or sexist if you just do it all at once.
yeah. But then I guess like you kind of have to like come together to revolt. Like, okay, if you complain, I'll complain.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to see if I can type in something terrible and Google actually still go to rolling the dice.
Told the nice.
I did. Okay, if you go to Google and type in sice roll,
Yeah.
it still knows what you mean. Okay. Anth0z,
I'm not
just
sure if
before
Google's
you...
smart or just confused.
Anth0z, just before you roll the dice, let's go through a quick little recap of what you are playing for. You could win. No, okay, here's the game. That's not the right one. Where's my sheet? We need to hire an intern. That's what we need.
Ooh.
A piratey intern. Somebody who could just hand us sheets and also refill our beer. That'd be great.
Okay, yeah. I'm trying to think of like a word to call this pirate intern. I want something like
Shmee.
witty. Aw.
Wouldn't that be so
No,
funny?
I don't want to name
Shmee,
them. I just
give me
mean
my beer.
like a title role. But
I would call them Shmee.
Okay.
I think I would have to. Shmee.
it would be the Shmee.
That would be so funny. Oh my god. Swab the duck, Shmee.
Shanks.
Long shanks. What? I don't even get it. Okay. The Scumm Bar Spinner. So the first game you're playing for is Pirate Adventure. I'm not going to explain these this time. I explained them on the first podcast. On that note, no, just kidding. Okay, second one is Shakespeare in a Bar.
Yeah.
Third one is Sing Along. No, it's Parlay Okay.
Parlay okay.
Parlay Okay.
Parlay
You renamed
okay.
it. I need to rewrite that. The fourth one is A Haunting Tale. The fifth one is Impress the Governor's Daughter. We saw that in the first episode. Sixth one is Swashbuckler.
Right.
Swashbuckler.
Shush.
Go ahead.
Should I toll it?
Roll the dice.
Tolling. 2.
2. Oh! You got Shakespeare in a Bar.
Oh, great.
I didn't bring my Shakespeare. Oh, I totally forgot to bring my Shakespeare this time.
Should we just...
You know what's funny? I was prepared last time and I wasn't this time. I'll find Shakespeare. Don't worry.
I'm sure we could just find like an excerpt.
Yeah, I'll
online.
find us a page. Don't worry.
Excerpt.
Excerpt. So for those of you that don't know, we're going to do Shakespeare in a Bar. We're going to roll the dice for a 1, 2, or 3 to select our books. So we're going to roll a 1, 2, or 3. We're going to select a book. Then we're going to randomly select a page of Shakespeare, and we're going to have to read it.
Okay.
And we're going to have to go through it with the directional notes as well. And then we're going to also have to pick up our characters for that
Cool.
page. It's just a page, so this will be really quick. Okay, so I want you to roll a 1, a 2, or a 3. I normally have books, just so everybody knows. Oh, Coriolanus. Hey, let's just go. Nah, never mind. It's fine.
Oh, this is ASMR stuff. Yeah. So
This is me. This is me at my first power. This is me as a Saiyan. And now, this is me turning into a form that ascends the level of a Saiyan.
Sorry. Okay, roll the dice for 1, 2, or 3.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna guess your passcode.
Do you...
Judging by your finger movement.
I think I was very obvious with it.
Yes!
It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, I see.
Roll the dice.
And what if it's a 6?
Then we do it.
It's a 6.
Then it's a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. that didn't explain it.
I get it. Like 1, 2, 3 is 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6 is 1, 2, 3.
My brain did the rest of that, but I didn't vocalize any
But I
of
got
that.
it.
1, 2,
4, 5, 6
3
is 1, 2,
means
3.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know,
Means
like
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Regardless,
This is
that's
why we're
so
a
funny
duo.
that's how I explained that. But thank you for understanding.
Yeah.
So you got a 6, which means we're doing Macbeth.
Macbeth.
Macbeth. Do you remember Macbeth from school?
Definitely not.
Macbeth.
Is that the one that...
I have to say it all as like a Macbeth.
Is that the one that Lawrence... No, that was Othello. Lawrence Fishburne. Right?
I'm assuming.
I do that all the time.
I can't talk right now. I'm assuming that you are right.
I would assuming all the time.
Yeah, I'm assuming that you are right. We're gonna read the play. This is scene 1. Can I jump?
Wait, is this the...
Yeah, this is all of Macbeth. We're gonna randomize this. I'm gonna go right to the middle. Boom. Okay, we're on this page. We're in Act 2, Scene 4 for any of those Macbeth fans out there. Page 75 of your books. Everybody turn to page 75. Looking at this, there is an old man. There's a character named Ross. There is
Okay, I'll just read off that.
Macduff.
McDuff from the Simpsons?
No, that's Duff. That's Mr. Duff or something. Or
Okay.
Duff beer. Duff beer.
Okay.
Tastes so good. So there's an old man, there's Ross, there's Macduff. Old man, Ross, and Macduff. So I'll play old man and I'm gonna play Macduff. I'm that good. You're going to read the beginning part, which looks like stage directions to me, but it's cut off because remember this is page 75 out of the middle of a play.
So I'm reading
Yeah, you're gonna start right from the top, and then
I
you're
stop
gonna
there.
play Ross. Okay.
And I'm Ross.
And you're Ross.
And-
Like friends.
And we're supposed to be like pirates? Is that what we're doing?
No, we're just reading. We're just going through. This isn't pirates in a bar. This is Shakespeare in a bar. These are pirates that have more character than that. All right.
Okay.
These are pirates that they're off shift, right? We've already got our booty. We just want to drink our beer and read some Shakespeare. Come on.
Okay. So I can pick any accent I want.
You can, anything you want.
Beauteous and swift, the minions of their race turned wild in nature, broke their stalls, flung out, contending against obedience, as they would make war with mankind.
'Tis said they eat each other.
They did so, to the amazement of mine eyes, that looked upon.
Enter Macduff.
Here comes the good Macduff. How goes the world, sir, now?
It's known who did this more than bloody deed.
Wait, that's my line. You're supposed to read
Oh.
so you not.
Ignore me. Can you give me my cue line?
How goes the world, sir, now?
Why? See you not?
Is it known who did this more than bloody deed?
Those that Macbeth hath slain.
Alas the day, what good could they pretend?
They were suborned. Malcolm and Donalbain, the king's 2 sons, are stormed away and fled, which puts upon them suspicion of the deed.
Against nature still, thriftless ambition that will wrap it up. Thine own lives means, then 'tis most like the sovereignty will fall upon Macbeth.
He is already named and gone to Scone to be invested,
Where is Duncan's body?
carried to the Conkill, the sacred storehouse of his predecessors, and guardian of their bones. I hope everyone understood what happened there.
I'm not sure if I do. We kind of fused.
I'm pretty sure
We became
I did,
one.
Yeah, which is funny. But clearly, Macduff is in trouble, and Ross is on to him.
You know what?
I don't know who the old man is or where he comes to play. For all I know, the old man became Macduff.
When I read out loud, I don't retain anything, so I have no idea.
I don't really know what happened. I think you were accusing me of something. I think I was really trying to hide it.
I was trying to pay attention to what you were saying, but the problem was when you said scone, I thought of Chandler, and I wanted to interject my scone. My scone.
Wait, you didn't play
boy.
Ross.
I should have actually been Ross. Oh, I don't know.
My sandwich. My sandwich.
Identify.
Such a good show. Anyways, that was Shakespeare in a Bar. Thank you for indulging me.
You're welcome.
I know that was a bit of a rough go. We didn't have our books with us. It would have been easier if we had our books with us, for
probably.
sure. Where are my notes? Here we go. Where are we at? Okay, good. This one actually isn't a big topic. So we always say small topic and big topic, and then we don't actually do it. So I'm going to stop saying small topic, big topic.
Just topic and
From
topic.
now on, it's topic. Topic. Here's my topic. The Venom movie.
Ooh.
The Venom movie is very interesting.
Venom.
My main question, I just need to get it up. My main question to you, from everything you know about the Venom movie, and I'm assuming that you know everything about the Venom movie, right?
I know
everything that
absolutely
could ever be
everything.
about the Venom movie. Good. Imagine if you could take the idea of the whole Venom movie the way it is right now, and you can go back in time. Imagine if you worked for Marvel, and you had to be the guy who came up with ideas for movies and how you want the timeline to flow. Now, you can do anything. Let's say you're Kevin Feige. Is that his name? Kevin Feige?
No idea.
He's the guy who pretty much does everything for Marvel right now. He's the mastermind, the puppeteer, if you will. So let's just say you're like Kevin Feige right now, or you are Kevin Feige, if he would have the control to this, but I think he can.
Okay.
You can now go back in time to when Spider-Man was going to come out. Let's say right after Civil War.
Okay.
So now you're like, okay, Marvel, you've got the rights to Spider-Man. Now let's pretend for a second here that Sony doesn't have the half rights and all that stuff, and they have got part of the universe they still own and all that crap. Let's just pretend that Marvel did buy all of Spider-Man and retaining everything that comes with that, including the Venom and Spider-Verse and everything there.
Okay.
So let's just pretend that happened.
Well, sorry. So you're saying like the Spider-Man movie that came after Civil War. So Homecoming was the one?
We're in the
Yeah.
time period where it's not out yet. It's still in the think tank.
Yeah.
So this is probably about when Civil War's in theaters. Or no, I guess it's probably a bit earlier than that. Before
Okay.
it's out in theaters. But you're trying to think now, okay, I have Spider-Man now. I've got everything about Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I'm already in the middle of my Marvel timeline.
Yeah.
Now I got to incorporate Spider-Man. So let's incorporate Spider-Man. But what I'm posing this question based off of Venom.
Mhm.
So I'm not interested necessarily in what you want to do with Spider-Man. I'm more interested in how would you lay out the journey from Spider-Man to Venom better than what's happening right now. So right now, they've given Venom a solo film,
Yeah.
which is already a really weird idea. I don't know if it's good or bad, but it seems risky for sure. That's like the Joker movie. It might sound good on paper, but
Anti-hero
does it
movie.
work, right?
Right.
So, and I don't, so far from the trailers, it's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell if that movie's going to flop or if it's going to do decent.
Okay.
I think it's easy to tell that it's not going to do amazing.
Okay.
I think it's going to either flop or do decent. I think that's about our range there.
Okay.
But regardless, let's take it all off the table. Take everything off the table and let's give you all the power. You now have all the rights to Spider-Man and Venom.
Ooh, that's tricky.
Because you have all of Marvel as well, right? So you
yeah.
can do whatever you want.
Wow, that's so tricky.
That's why I put this in the big one, but whatever. Just take your time. Enjoy.
Ah, man. Wow. I don't really know how to answer that because I've never really thought about like how I would do things differently until I've actually seen the movie and thought like, oh, I didn't like this and I would change it. But if I had to start from the beginning, like my introduction to Venom was back when I watched Spider-Man the Animated Series.
90s one.
The 90s one.
That's the
Right?
I love that one.
Yeah.
So glad. Okay, we're on the same wavelength.
So the way I remember Venom appearing the first time was when like the symbiote was
Space garbage.
Yeah, exactly. It just came through like on the spaceship and then landed in like I can't remember how it actually got out of the space shuttle. Did it attach to something?
So I believe
And we're
actually
just,
the
like,
90s
crawled
one,
out
it
or
was
something?
J. Jonah Jameson's son went up in space, just like the third Spider-Man movie. I believe
Okay.
his son went up into space as an astronaut, and then when he came back down, I guess on his ship or something, it happened to be on the outside of the shell or something. That way it tied into the whole universe.
Yeah.
I think that's the storyline that they used in the 90s.
Okay.
Could be wrong. It might
Yeah.
have just been coincidence that it summed up, or that might be the movie. But
Yeah.
I think it was something like that. So the space just came, or the symbiote came as an entity from space.
Yeah.
In that one.
Okay. I don't know. I guess like for me, it would make sense that it would need to gravitate towards like whatever strong thing it feels like connected to and something that I could really like thrive with. But at the same time, I feel like when I hear Venom, I also want to see Carnage. Like for some reason that in my head, I just feel like that's the separation of like the two symbiotes, like Venom and Carnage. Like they're separated, but to me, it means like that they have so much potential to be together.
Yeah.
And so I would somehow want to see like a teaser of like, you know, you'll see the Venom symbiote kind of appear and do its thing, and then there would be some sort of teaser, maybe like towards the end of the movie or whatever, that there was actually like this other part of the symbiote or like other thing connected to the symbiote, to the Venom one, which was the Carnage one. and it ended up like finding some other victim or thing to synergize with, and then that would lead into like maybe you were mentioning like trilogy. I think that'd be kind of cool.
So you think it'd still maybe do something like a Homecoming? Might end up even the same as Homecoming did, and then you would do a second one that still might not have Venom, and then you would wait until a third Spider-Man film before you introduce Venom?
Well, no, I feel like Venom would be then the second movie. So the Homecoming movie would be, I guess, the first of 3. And then the second movie could be, the Venom.
Second Coming.
The Second Coming, I guess, yeah. And then then they leave and then they come back for the third one. The third comeback.
Don't call it a comeback.
Don't call it a comeback. Carnage. Don't call it a comeback. Because like I feel like Venom to me, he's not just going to be like a one-off movie kind of thing, right? So I want to see him like appear as like the main villain in the second one against Spider-Man. And then in the third one, Carnage is like the main villain, but then Venom is also like he's still around and he's still
You're looking for like a team up kind of thing, like Spider-Man and Venom versus Carnage for a bit until Venom's like the actual bad guy or something, or pulling the strings in some way, or
something like that.
Playing up that angle.
I don't know why.
Keep in mind, Spider-Man is famous for having lots of villains other than just Venom. How do you feel about it though? What do you think you would throw in more of a Sinister Six approach, or do you think you would play up more the Venom?
So the thing is, like, I've always wanted to see like a really good Sinister Six.
No, Senator, you said it. Own it.
I want to see Senator Six.
Mr. Senator.
Mr. Senator Six must fight. That reminds me. Did you ever watch the show Cyber Six? That was a really good show. It was. I actually, to this day, I'm not sure if I think it was a female protagonist.
Okay.
Yeah, so like she was kind of like this Clark Kent character by day, like working in some office, like glasses, suspenders, that kind of thing. Actually, I think as a kid I was confused. I thought she was a guy during the day and then a girl at night. I should go back and watch it. So, but anyway, she kind of like, I'm sure there's more to it than she just fights crime at night. But I think she's got this panther helper or something. Like she's got this.
Do people accept this?
I believe so. No, I mean at night she's just like she's the vigilante, right? Okay, and we'll just watch it because I clearly can't explain it properly. So Senator Six, I would love to see Senator Six combine the Sinister Six. And then
so there's a separate senator whose name is Senator Six.
Yeah,
and he happens to combine the 6 people that becomes Sinister Six.
Yeah, because only Senator Six is going to have enough money to supply 6 sinister villains.
I suggest we elect Senator Six.
I second that notion. My first decree: we shall take, as my namesake says, the 6 most intense villains of the city and make the Sinister Six.
At first, that voice was half Palpatine, half old Obi-Wan.
Do it.
You were the chosen one.
You were the chosen 6.
You were supposed to defeat the Jedi, not join them. No, what is it? Defeat the Sith, not join them.
You're supposed to defeat the Jedi. This movie went so wrong.
And that's exactly what you did, Anakin. I have the high ground. What are you saying? I have the high ground. Don't try.
But yeah, I think that's more or less the way. I think I could have fun watching that. Like, first movie could be. What?
I like the comment. I think I could have fun watching that.
Wow, it's so hard.
It's just a funny comment.
How could I really?
I think I could have fun. I think I could find fun in watching that.
I think I could.
I agree.
Let me think.
I agree with what you're saying.
Okay.
I think it's interesting to throw Venom in the second one. Personally, I'm a Spider-Man fan. I watched the 90s cartoon a lot.
Yeah.
Same one that you watched. So if I had the rights, I feel like I would be trying to throw Venom in there a lot sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, I have Venom. Let's use him.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have to be a Spider-Man villain. You could use Venom against anybody.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
The symbiote could take over Steve Rogers for a little bit.
Yeah.
And that would be interesting. The symbiote could take over Thor, and that would be interesting.
Symbiote taking over Hulk.
In my opinion, with the cosmic universe that we've been kind of thrown already, with a bit of Guardians, with a bit of Thor, it would have been interesting. It would have been interesting to see Drax interacting with some symbiote on a separate planet somewhere.
Okay.
And not knowing what it is. What is this thing? You know, get it off me, or maybe it's a cute pet that he's bringing back. And hey, Drax, put that thing down, you know, and he's just like, pet, you know, and he's loving it. And then later on, now you've suddenly got Spider-Man helping them in Infinity War, and Drax has got a symbiotic arm or something that's black, and you go, what the hell? And then you realize that the symbiote from a different film is now a full, like he's using it to his advantage because it gives him more power or something, right? You can incorporate in the storyline somewhere in Infinity War as Peter's out there fighting. Boom, it attaches to Peter. He uses it to fight Thanos, but then things go wrong, whatnot. He ends up back on Earth, but he's still got this thing. He keeps it away, hidden. It's a secret power. I don't know if I want to use this or not, right? And then now you come back to your sequel Spider-Man film, and seems weird. I understand why the studios did it. Sony had the rights to have that stuff. They want to still have their proprietary rights, and they still kind of want to show it off to Marvel. Look how cool we are, Marvel, buy us, you know. But they can't necessarily be like, throw it into Marvel. But in a perfect world, it should have been in the cosmic universe. I honestly think we would have seen it in Infinity War, and maybe Guardians too.
I feel like that would have been a really good introduction. Seeing it, being utilized, in the cosmic aspects. And then, before actually introducing it on Earth and seeing. Already kind of seeing what capabilities it has, and so that way you actually get a kind of a notion. Once you see it on Earth, like you're already thinking about all the implications because you have some semblance of what it can do already, right? Yeah, that's
I can see Drax getting mad at it. Stupid space thing, and like punching it, and it like comes up, and then like it like kind of attacks him, but they have this little battle, and then it's like calm again. It's fine. Like
that's almost that reminds me of like the end of the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie. When Groot is in that little pod and he's dancing to Michael Jackson. It's kind of like that.
Drax, like,
and every time he looks, it's kind of like that kind of relationship.
Yeah, you could play up something like that,
I can only draw from what I've seen before. I can't really picture my own path or my own route or my own storyline just because like there's so much potential and I can't just like reach out in my head and like which one should I pick. So I can only clearly see what I've seen before. And for example, in comics, everything's in panels, like there's no movement. So that's why I would love to see it so much more. Whenever I complained about movies that didn't do the comics justice because like it didn't follow the same arc, it was only because I so badly wanted to see the comics come to life,
right?
Like live action, right? But you know, I'm older. I understand. There's only so many things that you can do to cater to like the modern demographic that's going to watch it. Yeah. So at the same time, there's absolutely no way you can make it exactly like the comic, and you shouldn't feel pressured to. And like every artist has their own, like every director and everybody that goes into making these films, like they should have the freedom to make the movie that they want to, right? Absolutely. So
I think it's easy. It's interesting to muse on the past and what could have been, because I think we'll be shocked in the future how much our stories still have a chance of happening.
Right.
We could be sitting here 20 years from now and suddenly they're doing Spider-Man again, and we go, it could happen. Like maybe Drax will have the thing. We predicted this 20 years ago. You know, these kinds of things. So I really like these talks, and I want to have more of these where we kind of muse on what could happen. Cool. How would that movie go if you directed it? Because I'm very interested in that.
I want to think about that more. I'm going to be a director now.
Oh, okay. Bye.
See ya.
Message in a bottle. That's actually not where we're going.
Are we there yet?
No.
Okay.
Are we there yet? That's a different reference. That's fine. Question of the day. So we have to actually answer the one from last week. We didn't do that earlier because I think I deleted it from this thing. We didn't go to that. So.
Wait, what did we not do?
We didn't do question of the day earlier. We're supposed to answer the question of the day from last week. We're supposed to have at the top, but it looks like I've deleted the line.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah,
right.
So we forgot to do that.
Okay.
So question of the day last week was the superhero one.
Yeah. Well, so not specific to a superhero, but what character, whether it's fictional or non-fictional.
I'm sorry. I only say superhero because the question that was answered from a friend of mine. The friend of mine said that he really wanted to see Silver Surfer incorporated into the Marvel universe. So he's very interested in Silver Surfer's line. Silver Surfer storyline, and he's very interested in the whole Galactus events that happen with that. So
I would love to see a Galactus movie done really well.
Now that Marvel now has the rights to the Fox properties, he's very interested in how that can happen, right?
Yeah.
And because Galactus is easily how you do like your Avengers 5 kind of stuff, right? So his idea. Now this is interesting because I don't know how I feel about this yet. I haven't really thought about it. Who would you want to play Silver Surfer?
Ryan Gosling. No, I'm just kidding.
What made you say that? You were ready. Like
I was trying to figure just like the body type, and Ryan Gosling kind of just like came up. But no, he doesn't look like a
Who played him in the Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer?
I actually don't remember. Maybe was it the same guy who played T-1000? No, because they looked similar. Sorry, T-1000 from Terminator 2.
Like the giant metal guy?
Yeah.
You realize that's an effect, right? It's not a real metal guy.
I'm pretty sure there's
no metal planet.
No, that's what he.
Anth0z, these are CGI effects. These aren't real. There's no squid face from Pirates of the Caribbean. There's no Darth Maul.
So a guy to play Silver Surfer.
Yes.
Ooh.
So I'll give you my pick because it can't happen. Okay. And it's just where my mind went. And I don't know if it helps you at all in anywhere, or maybe it doesn't. It's just while you're thinking, I'll give you mine. The one I was thinking of was the dude from Creed, which is the actor who plays
Michael B. Jordan?
Michael B. Jordan.
Oh,
he's
okay.
already in
Black
Panther, which is such a shame. I love him as an actor. He's a very good actor.
Yeah.
And Creed, I love that movie. I think it's so good, and he's so good in it. And when my friend threw out Silver Surfer, that's the very first name that came to my head, and I don't know what it was, but I was like, Michael B. Jordan. Gotta be Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
But it wasn't that. It was the guy from Creed.
Okay.
But anyways, and then I totally forgot he's in Black Panther. I was like,
Yeah. You know what? We didn't mention this last week's episode that Michael B. Jordan. Well, I don't know if it was real or not, but after the whole Henry Cavill thing not being Superman, that apparently Michael B. Jordan was up for being like the next Superman or something.
that's Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan was set to be. Michael Jordan could be actually. Yeah, he's got the head for it for Silver Surfer.
It didn't matter what you were gonna say. I was gonna say the same joke. I was just ready for that. Sorry, did you Silver Surfer though? Stay on target. Stay on target. Can't shake him. All right.
This is.
Stay on target.
Who's
Gold leader standing by.
Who's somebody that's already bald? I'm trying to picture.
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart.
Yep.
Patrick Stewart as Silver Surfer.
Sliver Surfer.
The Sliver Surfer.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It took me a long time to get here. Whew. Long journey, long story.
The silver-haired surfer.
There's a giant thing. It's an eater of worlds. Oh, hold on. Do you have a glass of water?
That'd be Patrick Stewart in Silver Surfer. I would love it.
Okay. Yeah.
His answer was Keanu Reeves
As Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer,
Okay.
which I thought was very strange because I don't know where he pulled that from. But at the same time, I want Keanu Reeves in the MCU because he was Constantine and he was great as Constantine.
Right.
And that's DC,
And that's
from what I
DC.
remember. So, yeah, fair game. He can do whatever the heck he wants to do, and he can be in the movie as many. Like he would fit as Doctor Strange. He would have been a good Doctor Strange. He would have fit as. He could have been a good villain, I think. Probably could have played a Ronan the Destroyer, the Accuser.
The Accuser.
Ronan the Accuser.
Yeah.
He could have played a Ronan. Silver Surfer's an interesting role, and I don't really know much about Silver Surfer except for the fact that he's metallic and go through things. So I don't see why Keanu Reeves couldn't play him, but at the same time, he's not what I was thinking about. I thought Michael B. Jordan right away. I thought Michael B. Jordan is a great actor, and I thought he could be bald.
Okay.
And Keanu Reeves, I think of hair and a beard. And
Yeah.
why is that my judgment on Silver Surfer? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just all I've got to go on. But he said he said Keanu Reeves, and he is a big fan of a lot of the comic stuff. So I would assume it comes from a place that he has knowledge of.
Okay. I'm sort of thinking Jude Law could have been a good Silver Surfer.
He is going bald, is receding that hair.
Right.
Yes. So, although we just talked about it, he's in Captain Marvel. He can't be.
Yeah, I know. He's already taken.
You can't do it.
He's spoken for.
Yeah, so is Michael B. Jordan. So
How
what are we
about
going to do? We'll put them together. Michael B. Law. Oh, that's a good name. Michael B. Law.
Or Jude Jordan. JJ.
I feel like that's Michael Jordan's younger brother. JJ, get out of here.
Or who's that guy from Suits? Then what he was.
Oh,
in...
Suit.
Yeah, that's right. Not
Well,
nuts,
it's plural,
but Suit.
so it's one. There's two. It's clearly more than one.
Yeah. The guy who was in wasn't he in Top Gun 2 or something? Not Top Gun.
There
2,
wasn't a
but
sequel.
Top Gun TOO. Not Top Gun.
That's a
The
terrible
Top Gun
sequel
movie.
subtitle.
Or,
Top Gun 2. Top Gun as well. That's also a terrible sequel
Top
name.
Gun also.
Lord of the Rings.
More Top Guns.
Oh, I don't know what you were saying. You were saying Jude Law was in Top Gun?
No,
I was trying to
remember
what you
were saying.
My question.
Wait,
is,
I had an answer though.
Oh.
I was given an answer. I have friends.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Wow. I was like, to what? We haven't asked the question yet. I forgot we were answering a question. You're right. Go ahead.
So, the other answer that I got was to see Carnage. So it's actually kind of funny that we were talking about Venom. And I thought you read my answer or
I
something
did
like
not read your answer.
So, Carnage, portrayed by Bill Skarsgård. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
I would love that.
The guy
I
who-
would love that. Plays Pennywise.
He plays
Yeah.
it.
He is Alexander Skarsgård, younger brother. Alexander Skarsgård plays Tarzan. And he also plays the
Oh.
Iceman, I believe, in Generation Kill, HBO series. Very
Okay,
good.
cool.
And their father, something or other Skarsgård, something Skarsgård. I can't remember his name.
Skylar
Skarsgård. Scary Skarsgård. I don't remember the father's name. He's actually already in the MCU. He plays the doctor, the crazy kooky doctor from the Thor series. The one who's that is their father actually. So it would be interesting, I think, to see Bill in there.
Okay.
Crazy Wild Bill.
Yeah.
Although he's a good actor, I really like him as Pennywise, and yes, Carnage.
Oh, I haven't
That's
seen.
a very good casting.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoever suggested that should be a casting director.
Well, thank you, Paru, for that. I'm just gonna go.
You are friends with an alien race. I don't understand this.
I gotta give the shout outs to the people that I know. The aliens that I know. So I'm just...
And I'd just like to say a little for my friends up in planet Xanadar.
Yeah, it's the one. I've actually had a couple in mind for Carnage. When I was younger, I was always thinking Jim Carrey. Like I just really.
I think a lot of people wanted Jim Carrey. That was a famous one. So was
Benicio del Toro for Morbius. How's that? I think that was
a great casting.
Right?
He would knock that out of the park.
He totally would.
My God, I love it.
I think like fans had already thought about that like years ago.
Wow.
And then when it was a friend of mine that brought that to my attention too, and I just thought that's so amazing.
good.
Yeah.
Benicio del Toro
as Morbius. Except he's the collector. They ruined it. I mean, he does.
Forgot.
He does.
I forgot he's already in it.
Yeah, he does well as the collector.
You're
but
right.
He could also do even better as Morbius.
That's interesting.
So, yeah.
Wow. I guess we'll just have to get.
Let's go.
Is there an owl in here?
That was the loon in my phone.
Oh, is it telling us that it's the end of the podcast?
Probably.
It's the end of the podcast.
Right.
No, but probably we're running out of time. So
cool.
Let's move along. Those are really good choices, though.
Yeah, I think so too.
Bill Skarsgård, very good. Benicio del Toro as
Morbius.
I keep wanting to say Vamp, but that's Metal Gear Solid.
That I guess so.
Yeah, Vamp is a vampire in Metal Gear Solid,
okay.
And Morbius is a vampire in Spiderman.
Yep.
So, anyways, that's a good casting, though. What about Keanu Reeves as Morbius? See, that's the thing.
Okay.
He's one of those guys that I feel like you could put him into a lot of different roles. If somebody said Doctor Strange, Keanu Reeves is going to play him, you'd go, oh, okay, I can see that.
I could also see him as Iron Man, I think.
I was thinking that, but he doesn't have the charisma. Keanu Reeves is very good at playing straight, but he's not very good at playing, like, intellectual. Like, it's not like Neo's going to explain to you string theory. You know, Neo's going to be like, what is this? Oh, I know jujitsu.
So he could be Hawkeye.
See, what's really funny is
he could be Coulson. He could be Nick Fury.
No.
Okay.
But
that's right.
Samuel Jackson, that's the problem. Coulson, the actor who plays Coulson, does such a good job. I would never want that replaced.
No, I don't think anybody does.
Hawkeye, the character we've been represented to of what Hawkeye is,
yes,
I don't think Keanu Reeves could play that. Because that is such a boring ass role that does not need a Keanu Reeves.
Who is his co actor in Bill and Ted? Because that guy could be Hawkeye.
Anybody could be Hawkeye. He's milquetoast.
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye. I can't even say his name. Matt Damon could play Hawkeye. When Matt Damon, and he's in the MCU, he plays like Loki in like a little play.
That's right. Yeah.
But Matt Damon is your straight guy, right?
Wait, was it
Matt Damon
Loki?
is your guy who will just play it straight. I'm the dude that just asks the questions the whole movie, right? And then and I also absorb. I say tofu. He's like a block of tofu.
Yeah.
And he just absorbs everything as it just slaps him in the face. And that's all Hawkeye really is. That's why Hawkeye doesn't have his own film. That's why Iron Man is Iron Man, and Hawkeye is that guy that wasn't in the last couple movies, but you didn't really notice.
But they mentioned his name, I think.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he'll be a line of dialogue, because the name is much more interesting than the character.
Yeah.
Anyways, regardless, moving on.
Cool.
That's the end of our show, everybody. But is it? No. There was Message in a Bottle. I forgot Message in a Bottle.
Message in a bottle.
I actually don't remember how the song goes, but I just kind of added a little thing.
Yeah.
It's something like that. It stings, so.
Okay. It stings.
It
just stings.
It stings. Owie. That's kind of Jim Carrey. Owie.
Wait, we didn't even pick a question of the day.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm getting way ahead of myself. We need to pick a question. Question. Nah. I'm running on low energy, and so I'm going a little bit crazy. So I need to be reined in.
What
Do you
should
have a
we
question in
drink
mind?
next podcast? No.
That's not bad actually. But I don't know if that's legit because I can't guarantee we're going to be able to get that. What if they said horseshoe crab blood? I can't guarantee we're going to be able to find that, Anth0z.
How about a judge who becomes?
How about okay? If you could create a new character in the Marvel universe.
Mm.
Who and what? Like, who would it be? Who, what, when, where would they be? Actually, yeah, it could be all those questions because, like, what timeline would it fit in? Like, when would they appear? What's their history?
Comment now. Who? Ronan the accusation. What? The person that Ronan accused.
So I don't know. Is that our question then?
Accusee?
The-
Ronan the accusee.
The
Where?
accused.
Anytime before he was accusing people, he originally was accused.
He was the accused.
First he was
Ronan
the
the
accusee,
accused.
then he became the accuser. This is in the 80s. It's another past film. Sorry, no, go ahead. That's a good question. I like that. If you can make a fictionalized character in a fictional universe already established,
Okay.
who would you make? And the universe is Marvel only.
What kind of powers would they have?
And let's say MCU. Let's keep it simple.
Okay,
Let's just say it has to be in the MCU. They're going to make the movie in the next 2 years or so. So you're within the timeline of what it is now. You got to introduce them. How would you introduce them and who are they? And what do they do?
And this is a brand new character, so
Yeah.
we're not talking about characters that already exist,
Yeah.
but brand new
Yeah,
characters.
don't
to
give
make
me
up.
Gorglax, and I really don't want to see Loban. We see Loban too much, and he's already had 4 remakes. Remember when they did Jude Law, and then Jude Law came back again for the next remake and redid Loban? Yeah.
I was thinking of Lobo. I gotcha.
Yeah.
There we go. It makes sense now.
Now you know what I'm talking about. And the scene with the spatula was terrible.
I
I
thought
don't
it
want
was-
another spatula scene.
I thought it was tasteful.
Well, that's because there was food in the scene.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay. Well,
Scene
that's
was
you know what? You're right.
Thanks.
Moving on.
Cool.
Message in a bottle. Message in a bottle.
I should probably learn this song.
You what?
I should probably learn this song.
We should just pay the copyright and be able to play the song.
Oh, is that how that works?
Okay. Yeah, I think I don't know. Songs cost a couple thousand
A couple
dollars.
Thanos?
Couple of Thanos bucks. Message in a bottle. Do we have any messages that we wrote down? There's nothing on the sheet.
Oh, wait.
I don't think we wrote any messages down.
Okay, well, let's see. What have...
What? Okay, I pose an idea then. Anth0z, how do you think about this?
Okay.
We'll take whatever questions we were going to say this week. We'll compile them into next week's questions.
Okay.
Unless do you want to pull up one right now, or do you want to just compile it to next week?
Nope. I was just going to read over what my friends had said. Oh man, that's a good topic for your podcast. And that was when I was asking what fictional or non-fictional character. I think people have said that they are excited to hear more from us.
Oh, that's promising. Thank you, folks.
And my girlfriend actually wanted to listen to it.
Did you know that we doubled our numbers? We
From
doubled our viewership.
What did we start with?
1 to 2.
So one was...
Went from 1 viewer to 2.
Was your mom...
That's
what?
doubling. My mom... Actually, I never told my mom about the podcast. Gotta be honest. Didn't tell her. Yeah. I wanted to come naturally. I didn't want to be like, hey, Mom, listen to my podcast. And also, we didn't share it. That's one thing I really I appreciate. We do have people listening. People care. People care. People just like care. And what you and I have not been doing is publicly advertising this. So what's funny is anybody listening are people that found us. Or
that's cool.
We went to and said, hey, if you're interested in listening to a podcast and you like my thoughts, I do have an outlet that you can listen to. So now I know that every single person that comes and finds us is somebody who's actually interested in listening to us.
Cool.
So I appreciate all of you, and I really, really like that you guys are listening. And if you have thoughts or opinions, please let us know, because we do appreciate the feedback.
Yes. Thank you for
Even
your
though
ears.
we don't write it down on our sheet, we appreciate
But we will write it eventually.
in our segment, so-called Message in a Bottle. I like that. Okay, we're doing that now. That's our new segment.
I guess that's it. We're not
Okay.
gonna
So
pay for
thoughts on the
anything.
show. Anybody, if you'd like to see, wait, what?
Anything
Was that written
No, that
every
makes-
week?
Yeah, yeah.
Does it actually say
thoughts
that?
on the show or anything that people would like to see? Is
No,
what
I
you were-
understand, but it's just I wrote that so weirdly. Thoughts on the show. Anything people would like to see.
Yeah. I mean, grammatically, it's
It doesn't
probably
make
not
sense.
the most correct.
No.
So
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Anyways, thoughts on the show, people. Anything people would like to see. I want any thoughts that people would like to see
Yeah.
on the show. Funny. Where can the audience find you, Anth0z?
you can find me on Twitter at Anth0z1. That is ANTH0Z1.
Wait, is it Anth0z or Anth0z?
You
Because
know
I was
what's-
saying floss, and then you agreed with me. So then I started saying Anth0z.
You know, I think it's just however your tongue feels at the time.
You're like
a chameleon. My name is a
insert
chameleon.
reference to some kind of celebrity that does that with their name. Can't think of anyone that actually does that with their.
Cher.
You're like Cher. If some people called her
Beyonce.
Shore.
How about
And she
Beyonce?
went, yeah, sure.
Beyonce, because she sometimes goes by Beyonce or Bey, like Queen Bey, right? So it's different, but she's still the same
It's
person.
a little different. I mean, I'd have to call you like King Bieber.
I'd say let's go with Anth0z.
Anth0z.
As if you're saying S's.
Anth0z.
Yes.
Like floss. That's how I remember
Anth0z.
it. I remember to floss twice a day, and I remember to say Anth0z.
Yeah, floss with your Anth0z. So Anth0z1 on Twitter.
Twitter. And for that matter, I am Mattbrush Gaming on Twitter and Mattbrush Gaming on YouTubes, where you can see my rants and my reviews. Rants and raves. Sometimes I rant and sometimes I rave, and sometimes I do a little bit of both. And also, most of the times, including all of them,
Most of the times,
including all of them, I put our podcast on there too. And then I rant and rave about our podcast. These two idiots talking about whatever.
these guys don't stay on topic.
They think they're so smart.
They think they know Shakespeare.
2 stars. That's what that's what you can expect. Also, if you want to email us, you can email us at thescummbarpodcast@gmail.com. Find us at the Scumm Bar Podcast on any of your favorite podcast platforms, such as iTunes, Podbean. We're on SoundCloud. Like I said, we're on YouTube.
Yeah.
We're on Anchor.
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 Yeah.
Don't want no Anchors on my pizza.
I'll have them.
Okay, you can have all the Anchors.
Thanks.
Leave a comment and or a review, please do. We really like to see the comments on there. It's really nice to know what we are doing that you guys like and appreciate. We really like to see the audience
What
feedback.
do you like about us?
What do you like about us? When we sing songs, do you really hate that? What was I saying? And leave a review. Please leave a review.
Yeah.
Leave a 5 stars or no stars. Just kidding. But leave us a review. But honestly, reviews are great because they work in the algorithms for mainly iTunes, what I'm concerned about. But you can algorithms for all the sites is a big deal. But it's just on iTunes in general. For getting noticed in any way, you need at least a few reviews before they even start putting you in the algorithms. So for us to even like straight up come up in searches, if you're going into browsing categories, we're not going to show up unless we get a few reviews. So please do take a moment. If you do appreciate the show, please give us a review. It matters a lot to us. For that matter, just type Scumm Bar Podcast on Google and you can actually find us now. It's great.
Yeah.
Our videos show up, and I noticed that our iTunes link showed up. And if you go to SoundCloud, type it in, great. Go to podcast app on your iPhone. I was telling a friend at work the other day, and she just pulled it up. It was like, boom, it was right there. I was like, oh, sweet.
It really works.
Yeah. It
We're real.
really works. That's about all I got.
Cool.
Anth0z. This has been informative.
Yeah, I think so too.
No footnotes.
Great.
Not today, sonny. See, references to nothing. These aren't references. None of these are real. These are fake references.
What?
Your childhood was a lie.
I think your childhood was alive. Mine was great and truthful.
Anything else?
No, I think thanks for listening.
Thanks.
For listening.
Goodbye.
Bye.